Hi there everyone, welcome back again to Logitech. This video is going to be slightly different than the regular standard video. And the reason why I am making this is I wanted to show you my passion toward the gadgets. And in this video, I will show you the gadgets that I use on day to day. And since Logitech is a very small channel, as you know, only 500 plus subscribers, which means that there is zero or nothing sponsored. So everything here you see is bought by me. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here is my main setup that you are seeing here. Let me start with here. So this is the UPS that I am currently using. This one is a 15 or 1600 VA UPS, which can easily cater the requirement of 800 watt power supply. And if I talk about my CPU specs, so this is one of the most powerful system that I currently have. This one is powered by Intel Core i7-13700K. And if I talk about the GPU, so it is RTX 4070. And if I talk about the amount of RAM I am using, so it is 64 GB of DDR5 RAM. And here is this little pen drive which have got a very decent transfer rate, 400 Mbps of read and 100 plus Mbps of write. Comes with USB type A and C port. Then comes my monitor. So this one is iiyama. This is a Japanese brand, more popular in Europe. So I bought it when I was studying in Europe. So this one have 75 Hz of refresh rate, 24.5 inch of display size, and it's just full HD. So nothing special about this monitor. Then comes second. So this one is 4K 60 Hz panel from LG. If I talk about the color space, so this is 95% DC IP3. Then comes the speaker that I am using here, which is from OBAGE, and I really like the sound of these. Then here we have got this camera, which is ZV-E10 that I typically use. Then let me talk about the mouse pad that I use. So this is a very basic one. Then this is slightly more premium, and I really like this one because if you see, the whole mouse is being covered properly, and then my hand have got a very decent and comfortable handrest. Then let's talk about the mouse that I am currently using. So this is Logitech MX Master 3S, and it's hard for me to recommend this mouse because of its durability. I am facing a lot of issue with this mouse, and then you can see I tried to fix it by myself. I already did that twice. Not so durable. Then comes this Dell mouse. So I would say this is quite cheap. I mean, this is around 10,000 and this is around 300 rupees mouse. Then comes the Razer Basilisk. I really enjoy this mouse because the kind of build that it come up with, this braided cable, everything is top notch. Even I would say compared to this MX Master 3S, I mean, this mouse is around 3,500. This one is around 10,000. But still the build quality of this one looks better, although this is more premium. But the problem with this mouse or lot of Logitech mouse that use rubberized texture is rubber became slightly sticky over the period of time. Now if I talk about this desk pad here, so desk pad I am using from a local company, I guess, I don't know, maybe they are simply rebranding, and this is Riatech. And the thickness of this desk pad is around 5 mm. And again, I'm going to put the link of all these accessories in the description of this video. Then comes this Dell Precision 5490. So this laptop is more expensive than this desktop. And this one actually I'm using it professionally and I spend a lot of time with it. So this one have Core Ultra 9 CPU with 64 GB of RAM and a professional Quadro card. So this is Quadro ADA generation 2000. Then comes my second laptop. So this one is my personal, and the USP of this laptop is first of all, this is OLED panel and the resolution of display is around 3K. The refresh rate is 120 Hz. And one other most important thing, which is response rate, especially in case of gaming. This one have a response rate of 0.2 seconds. So that's freaking amazing, guys. I mean, if I talk about response rate of this monitor, it would be around 5 millisecond, 3 millisecond. but this one is really awesome. If I talk about the CPU here, so it is 13th generation Intel Core i5-13500H. Then the GPU is RTX 4050. This display is also Pantone certified, and I am really enjoying this machine. I bought it directly from Asus website and it cost me around 75k. Now let me talk about my fourth mouse. So this mouse is a 3D mouse. Professionally, I am from mechanical background, and I used to be designer, used to design lot of 3D objects, like you might have heard of SolidWorks or a Pro Engineer. So this mouse is being utilized for those kind of purpose where you are developing a 3D part. So 3D part mean anything you see that is engineered, that need to be designed in CAD. And I would say this mouse is over engineered because it's been 10 years and this mouse still works flawlessly. So this is that awesome, guys. Then I also use an Android phone. If I talk about the keyboard here, so this keyboard is I would say a very basic membrane keyboard, and I really enjoyed it. Although I do have 4 or 5 more keyboards, which I'm going to show you after some time. So this is my whole Windows only setup. Okay. Now if I talk about the mic I use, so currently I am using DJI. Then I used to have this Blue Yeti, then this Shure MV7. Then I also use these RGB lights. Then comes my other desk. So that desk was Windows only, and this desk is more of Mac OS related. Now apart from that, I do many things. If you see the number of cables I have, I mean, there are a ton of cables, and not only that, I also do many other stuff. Maybe that won't be that much relevant for this video, but I keep on doing many home projects. Now let's talk about my system number 2. So here you see we going to continue from keyboard. So this keyboard is from Asus, and let me see if I have his box. So this is ROG Scope 2 RX, and this keyboard is around 13.5 or 14,000 rupees compared to that 500 rupees Dell keyboard. This comes with opti-mechanical switches. So what does that mean? Let me show you here. It means that the switch actuation actually happened because of interference of light, not because of it use mechanical switches. Mechanical switches is just for feel, but the actual actuation is happening because of interference of light. Okay, and apart from that, since this is not using proper mechanical switches, you can see there is a proper center LED spot available for this, as you can see here, which makes this whole LED can glow with even more brightness. And this scroll bar, I really enjoyed it. You can toggle it by pressing this button, which is changing setting here, as you can see. Now let me talk about my another keyboard. This is also a gaming keyboard, but the membrane one. And here you can see Logitech G213. I would say, despite this is membrane keyboard, it comes with RGB, and I utilized this for about 5 to 6 years. Still it works, but I felt that certain key became slightly mushier, so I may require to clean it. So cleaning is also very easy. You can take all these buttons out and then you need to clean it. So if your budget is under 5,000 and you want a very reputed durable keyboard, then for sure you can go for this. Now just like this keyboard have got opti-mechanical switches, there is another mouse. This is my 5th mouse, which is from Razer. This is Razer DeathAdder Mini V2. This also comes with opti-mechanical switches. Again, the advantage of opti-mechanical switches is that you're gonna get a feeling of mechanical switch, but since the actuation is happening due to interference of light, it is much more reliable and predictable and will not stop working when compared to normal mechanical switches. So that's the beauty of this mouse in terms of reliability. Now let's talk about the headphones that I am using. So this is from Plantronics. So I would say these are the gold standard when we talk about office productivity. You can wear them all day long and they are very comfortable, and it also have got its remote. So here is the remote, and it is also Microsoft Teams certified. So I would say if you want to buy a headphone just to talk all day long, these are some of the best headphones that you can buy out there in market. Now let's talk about if you want to enjoy music. Then here comes the Sony WH-1000XM3, and it's been around 5 years, and these have still a very decent battery life. I really used it a lot, and these are my third earpad. So whenever the earpad is getting deteriorated, I am buying a newer one. This time I bought this particular model, which is fabric style. Now let's jump into the tablet I use. So this is Huawei Honor X9, and I really love this tablet because this is gonna cost you below 10,000, and really for that kind of price, this is really awesome. Now the next tab here is this pen tab. I am using this pen tab since around 5 years. This works flawlessly with my Mac as well as this Windows setup, and especially I love to use it with Mac. Apps like GoodNotes, Notability, they work flawlessly with it. Whenever I need to do some kind of brainstorming, this is my device to connect. Now the next device here is this Only mini keyboard. So this one I recently bought it. You might have seen the review of it in my channel. This keyboard can get connected with 3 different devices in just a one click. So I need to connect to my iPad. I can simply press 1, and if I press these buttons, this is definitely going to turn on my iPad. Now if I talk about this iPad here, this is latest iPad Pro M4 and my third iPad. I really like iPads. I mean, this is like I would say one of the most value for money device from Apple. Still my iPad Air, which is 10 plus year old, still it works. So iPad is that robust. So I use this device also a lot, and you can see the amount of apps here I have installed. Apart from that, if you see the watches that I currently have, this is Galaxy Watch 4, and recently I bought iPhone 16, and due to that this watch became incompatible because of Apple, Samsung or iOS Android thing. I had to buy this Apple Watch. So this is Series 10. Then this is my classic. I really love this one because this watch comes with this mechanical or kinetic dial, which charge itself by just the hand movement. So this is, I would say, a masterpiece of mechanical plus electrical, because this one have got capacitor, not purely mechanical but charged with the hand movement. Now here you can see, since I do have 2 laptops, this is very cheap yet a very robust laptop holder. Then comes the storage. So I am currently using this WD MyBook hard drive. You need to provide external power to this. So if you want a large space at a cheaper price, then you should still buy hard disk drive. If we talk about the read write of this, so this can go at max 200 megabytes of read and write speed. The only con I see here is when we do random read write, the speed is not that high. Then comes my another iiyama disk, which is again I already talked about. Then comes this another monitor. So this one is not 4K like that one, which is 2K 165 Hz IPS display monitor. And when we talk about the color space here, so this one covers 98% of DCI-P3, which means that the color of this monitor is even better than that one. But since that one is 4K, the sharpness of this monitor is better than this 2K one. Then comes my last computer, which is this Apple Mac Mini. So this one is Mac Mini M2, and I only had one option to upgrade, either from RAM and hard disk drive, and I chose RAM. So this one comes with 16 GB of RAM and only 256 GB of hard drive storage. So that's why I bought that 4 TB one. Okay, so that's all guys from my side in this video. I hope you enjoyed the setup that I have and the passion I have toward these gadgets. So it is all my own investment. And if you are also passionate toward the gadgets, especially laptop, desktop, computer and accessories, then please subscribe to Logitech, where I will help you to take informed decision in your next laptop or desktop purchase. And that's all for now. Let's catch each other in another video. Till then, you take care and bye bye.